All right, we have another one. Another beautiful episode, and first, I'm going to apologize because I promised you guys now three or four times that I was going to stop doing giant monster videos because nobody watches them. They're not popular, you know. It's the living Colossus, man. Look at this thing. I created the Colossus. Look at this goddamn thing. Flee for your lives, he lives. The Colossus lives. Oh my god, look at this fucking thing. I don't know. I saw him, and he's great. And he's one of those monsters that actually, happens to have, like, a lot of history in the Marvel Universe. The vast majority of giant monster books that I cover, they're just one-offs. They're just these weird, creative-looking monsters like the Easter Island Heads or Rorg, the Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man. Go watch that. But this guy actually has a lot of history in the Marvel Universe. He actually went on and did other things, including get his own series called The Living Colossus. But we'll get into that later, depending on how good this video does. I've got some goals set for it. Not high. Who am I kidding? I promise every time I'm not going to do any more of these. And I keep doing them. It's The Living Colossus. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. I created the Colossus. Who created the Colossus? Look at him. He's just cool. It's just something about the giant stone titan. He's very nice. He's very nice. Also, he's clearly drawn by Jack Kirby. You can see on the brow and his fucking square ass fingers, and it's clearly Jack Kirby. This mind-staggering tale is a work of pure fiction, or so we have been told, and yet, who can say that when tomorrow dawns, it might not somehow come to pass? Me, I can say that because I live in tomorrow and it never happened. Moving right along. What does that say? What is this? Look at this crazy man. Beware. When wrong is done, the Colossus will rise. What is this? Somewhere in Russia? Ah, look. Commies. The man you are looking at is my brother, Ivan Petrovsky, head of the dreaded Iron Curtain Security Police. Why does he tremble in fear as he beholds a harmless old peasant passing his window with a sign? So what is it? A golem? Is that what we're talking about? Give me the word, Comrade Ivan, and I'll attend to that treasonous fool. Restrain yourself, comrade. You know as well as I what would happen if you harmed him. What would happen? Why are you giving me suspense? It's because we're reading a suspense story. Such an act of violence would incur the wrath of him, and the next time he strikes, none of us will survive. Yes, fear grips the hearts of the Iron Curtain tyrants, but such was not always the case. Once things were different, as on that fateful day last year when my brother came to see me. You have long been suspected of democratic tendencies, Boris. Ordinarily, you would be executed, but because you are my brother, I am giving you a chance to redeem yourself. What do you mean, democratic tendencies? What do you mean? What, did you catch him voting? Did you catch him comparing candidates? Filling out a ballot box? What do you mean? What must I do? Our government wants a statue built. The largest, strongest, most impressive statue in the world. A gigantic figure to be a symbol of the power and invincibility of our government. You are to build that statue. There are more words, instructions, and warnings about failure. Then Ivan left. Look at that. That's a gargoyle. That one's really neat. And I don't know what this is. Some kind of Roman hero? How cruel fate is. For years I have loathed the ruthless tyranny of our dictator, and now I of all sculptors must glorify his government with a statue. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you didn't vote for him, so it's not like it's your fault. The wheels of totalitarianism move swiftly. Within a week, I was sent to a foundry in a remote part of our country. There, with heavy heart and troubled mind, I began my grim task. Had I ever dreamt this day would come, I'd never had learned the art of sculpture. Yeah, well, you did, and now look at everybody's screwed. Days passed into weeks, and then into months as I worked on the giant block of stone, chiseling it, carving it into the world's largest figure. He's a statue. That's it. That's the whole thing. The living Colossus, is a statue carved by one man. Quite impressive if I do say so myself. If only I could stop this work, but I can't. I must finish the statue, or my fate will be exile to Siberia, or possibly the firing squad. Finally, after long hard months of sweat and toil, I completed the odious task. The Colossus was finished. It's quite beautiful, too. There it is, monstrous, frightening, and yet completely useless, just like the government which ordered it. Oh! I'm pretty sure you can get killed for saying something like that in communism. It's so enormous, so impressive, it will defy the imagination of the world. That night, I was too distraught to sleep. In the morning, Ivan and the others will arrive. They will be pleased with my gigantic creation. They will display it for all to see, for all to marvel at. They will claim it represents the power of their dictatorship. Then, in the dark still of the night, I heard a sound, a shrill, piercing sound. It's coming from outside. What can it be? What is it? It's what on earth? Oh, it's an alien. Fucking aliens. Always aliens. I went outside. The noise stopped, but I kept searching until behind some bushes I discovered the gleam of metal. It's a saucer. A flying saucer. I must have heard the noise of its landing. A moment later, the door of the saucer opened. Who or whatever are they coming out? Oh my god, what is it? Oh, look at that! It's like a bug crab. Oh my god. That's gonna... If there's anything I hate more than crabs, it's bugs. And here you are feeding me a bug crab. That's just cruel. There was just one of them. Huge and hideous. A fantastic life specimen from an alien world. He's like a grotesque nightmare. Well, I gotta agree with you there, pal. Goddamn fucking nightmare. I'm very angry about this. Slowly, the crab creature came towards me, his eyes peering ominously at mine until I panicked. I tried to flee. Back into the foundry. Maybe I'll be safe there. But the monstrous crustacean followed me. He crawled closer and closer. God, look at him. Look at his face. Kirby, you son of a bitch. How could you imagine something like this? If you are not crazy. He wants to slay me, and I am certain of it. Wait, I am sensing his thoughts. Oh god, it's telepathic too? He's telling me by telepathy that he crash-landed. He has to wait for another saucer to rescue him. But in the meantime, he must protect himself from harm. He must take over a larger, stronger body. He wants to take over the statue. Oh, good. The crab bug wants to take over the statue. So he is a golem, but not a supernatural golem. He's a science fiction golem. Then the crab creature moved over to the mammoth stone figure, and as he touched it, once within this mighty hulk, I shall be safe, secure. He is glowing. He is giving off energy. He's creepy. He's fucking weird. A moment later, my incredulous eyes witnessed the transcendence of all laws of nature. He's entering, melting right into the statue. And he has done it. He has occupied the statue, and he can make it move somehow. That's crazy. I could scarcely believe it. It was astounding, but it was nothing compared to what was yet to come. Did I see a movement? Yes, the statue's arm, it is moving. Slowly, steadily, the fantastic alien's life impulses spread throughout the giant figure of stone, until by daybreak he was able to move, to control the entire Colossus. Just then, my brother Ivan and the other top government officials arrived. They saw the Colossus for the first time, and no human beings have ever seen a statue before. They saw the Colossus alive. Oh my god, look at is it gonna... The Colossus moves. You are a traitor. I gave you a chance to serve our fatherland and you betrayed me. You built a mechanism inside the Colossus, a device to make it move. But, why? Why is he going on a rampage though? No, I did nothing. I did nothing to the statue. We must stop it. We must control it. You can't control this. Look at him. But why? Why is he crashing? Why is he destroying? Look out, the Colossus has gone mad. Maybe it's gone mad. Why else would it be going on a rampage? I thought he just wanted to stay safe. I didn't think he wanted to fight the world. Chapter 2. The Colossus lives. That's a bit redundant. Frightened by the gunfire and shouting, the alien-controlled Colossus went on an indescribable rampage, smashing the foundry to smithereens. And yet he's still not finished. He's searching for more to destroy. Quickly, we must call headquarters. We must tell them to send troops immediately. Wait. There may be no need. That fence the Colossus approaches. It's charged with high voltage electricity. Is it gonna... Oh, it got him. It got him. An instant later, the great stone figure made contact with the charged fence. The voltage is striking him. He has not a chance. But those who thought electrical current could stop 1,000 tons of solid granite soon learned they were mistaken. Yeah, I should have saw that one coming. And yet he is unarmed. Call headquarters quick! And yet slowly, ponderously, the giant monolith moved on. But by the time he reached a clearing in the wilderness, an artillery regiment stood ready to destroy him. He is just as they said, unbelievably huge. It will be like trying to slay a mountain. Silence, he approaches. And boom, oh, they're trying to get him with the artillery. Volley after volley of shells exploding, chipping fragments from the surface of the massive stone hulk. Oh man, you don't look really that safe now, do you fucking alien? Maybe you shouldn't have started a fight with everyone. But while the bombardment continued, the mighty stone figure began to dig frantically into the ground. Like monstrous machines, his huge granite hands pierced, loosened, and scooped out enormous layers of rock and soil, until the pit reached down into the bowels of the earth. Then the giant of stone lowered himself into the excavation, covering himself again with the loose soil. A moment later, the Colossus was gone from sight. He just fucking buried himself. He knew he couldn't survive our artillery, so he chose his own way to destroy himself. It doesn't matter how he did it, just so he's gone forever. Wait, what is it? Oh no, he's not. He's not fucking gone. He's just right there. He tricked us. Yeah, he fucking... The Colossus still lives. His power is limitless. You know what I want to know? What does any of this have to do with that crazy homeless man from the beginning? How did that man know about the Colossus? That's what I want to know. Finally, by the time Ivan and I reached the scene, the Colossus has defeated the entire regiment. If he's not stopped, if he ever gets to our cities, he'll demolish them. But why? That's the critical flaw with this character that I see right now. Why? I thought you wanted to be safe. It would be a lot safer if you just stayed hidden in the stupid ass ship. You will tell us how to stop him. You created the Colossus. You must know what gave him life. Speak, traitor. Tell us what kind of machine you put into the statue. Tell us how to destroy it. But there is no machine in the statue. Suddenly a thought came to me. This was my chance to strike, a blow against tyranny, and I must not throw it away. There is nothing in the statue but solid granite. I know only that after I built the Colossus, I heard a voice as from beyond. The voice said it was time for dictatorship to be brought to task, time for powerful mad rulers to be halted. Oof. You dare speak thus? Those treasonous words are the last you will ever utter. Is he gonna kill him? Comrade, behold, the monster is stalking in the direction of the bay. We have 2 submarines stationed there. I radioed the commanders to open fire. And there they are, once again, mere men attempting to stop the alien-controlled mountain of stone. But instead, he just disappears into the goddamn water. Prepare to submerge him. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, look! I didn't think that there would be an underwater fight scene. He is made of stone. I mean, I don't know how he's swimming. He should just be sinking, right? Isn't that usually what stones do? Beneath the surface of the undersea dreadnoughts fired their deadly missiles at the oncoming apparition. Did they work? Of course not. But the only one of the submarines was destined to escape. For the other, the Colossus waited. I have lost sight of the monster. Perhaps he is gone. Perhaps we are safe. And then, oh, what's happening? Oh God, that's terrifying. Underwater, you can't even see him. The Colossus, he's taken hold of the submarine. He's raising them up like a demon of vengeance. The mighty stone figure heaved the helpless ship out of its oceanic refuge. Nothing could save the submarine now. High above his mighty head, the incredible Colossus held the submarine. With a final surge of strength, the granite monster rent asunder the massive steel, which had moments before been a seagoing vessel. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Kirby must have really hated the comrades. Take to the water. It's our only chance. I don't think that'll work, man. Getting in the water with that thing seems like a death sentence. Seeing the crew floundering in the waves, swimming desperately for shore, the alien within the Colossus was satisfied. He would bother them no more. Why? Why does this alien have such bloodlust? Did you guys get that impression? Because I just got the impression that he was just like a normal dude. Isn't that what he said? He just wanted to wait until they came to pick him up? I don't understand. He's coming back for us. If he catches us, we're doomed. We must escape. Oh, what's that? Yes, wonderful. I will tell them. We are to evacuate this area immediately. The War Ministry is dispatching a bomber. They shall destroy the Colossus with a hydrogen bomb. Uh-oh. Chapter 3, The Power of the Colossus. Oh, Jesus, look at him. Is he flying now? That's fucking crazy, dude. Look at him. He's like flying. He's like crazy, dude. That's nuts. All right, let's wrap this one up. With the news of the impending hydrogen explosion, my brother saw a way to dispose of two enemies in one single stroke. No, Ivan, you can't leave me here. You just cannot. Haha, listen to the whimpering coward. Tie the rope tight. As soon as I secure the helpless, my captors fled. Oh my god. Ah, no. This is a deserted area. When the bomb drops, there will be but two casualties, the Colossus and my traitorous brother. No, I must work these ropes loose. I must get free before it's too late. Frantically, desperately, I tried to free myself, but I couldn't. More effort, more time was needed. When I looked up, I saw that would be the time had run out, and I was doomed. All right, I'm very curious how they're gonna wrap this up. Here he comes. If the bomb isn't dropped first, the Colossus himself will destroy me. The very ground shook as the stone mammoth moved towards me, and then suddenly there was the screaming sound of jet planes. The bomber with an escort of fighters. This is it. Colossus, the end for us both. Oh god, what's gonna happen? Is he gonna jump her? Oh my god. The Colossus turned. The crab creature within its granite hulk observed the deadly planes through unblinking eyes. He sensed my fear. He realized the danger. He had to save himself, but how? Suddenly, I felt the alien's powerful thought impulses. Desperately, he was trying to force them upon the Colossus. Trying to make the stone Goliath do the impossible. No fucking way. At first, nothing happened, but then he's lifting the statue by the power of his mind. He's causing it to rise. Driven by the mighty alien super brain, the fantastic stone behemoth rose higher and higher into the air, defying, surpassing all the physical forces of our world. Without wings, without apparatus, the Colossus rises, and it is impossible. The bomb! Drop the bomb! What are you gonna drop it on? He's in the air now. He fucking... Oh my god. And then began a battle which staggered the imagination. The lethal power of exploding steel smashing into 1,000 tons of solid stone. It was a spectacle beyond belief. I give him that. I'm definitely beyond belief. But even the aircraft, those modern harbingers of shattering destruction, even they could not prevail against the awesome might of Colossus. He smashes our planes as if they were toys. Well, to him, they are toys, man. You're nothing. He is indestructible. We are lucky to escape with our lives. Yeah, you should just walk away, dude. Just walk away. Having disposed of the horde of fire planes, the incredible Colossus hurled himself at the awesome bomber. Bail out, you fools. Bail out. There, I have set the timing device to explode in 2 minutes. We shall reach safety on the ground below, but here in the stratosphere, the Colossus is doomed. The mortals think they have defeated me, but they reckon without my vast power, my limitless intelligence, my instantaneous reflexes. In split seconds, the aliens within the Colossus have plotted a course of action. He knew there wasn't time for him to move away from the explosion, so he moved the explosion away from him. Oh no. Oh no. See, he has hurled the craft from him. He has triumphed over us. The explosion will occur in outer space. And yet the Colossus still lives. During that grim, incredible episode, I had been working feverishly at my ropes. By the time the Colossus returned, I was free. He approaches. It is no use my trying to flee. I'd lose my way in the wilderness. My best chance is to stay in here hiding. Oh gosh. Oh, there it is. There's the ship. So I remained amid the foundry ruins, waiting and watching. That night, all was quiet until I heard the familiar high-pitched noise. Once again, I raised my eyes to the heavens, and there behold, a second saucer. Still another alien coming for the first. Yes, where are they? Oh, there they are. That's fucking gross. Ah, fuck. I very much liked the living Colossus better. The spacecraft landed and the two fantastic creatures made contact. He's leaving the Colossus. Yes, we can see. As they returned to the saucer, I was able to sense their telepathic communication. The happy relief of the rescued alien, the joy of the Brotherhood found him. They're leaving Earth forever, back to their own fantastic world. I must never tell Ivan of those creatures. I must make him believe the Colossus was brought to life by some mystic power, bent on avenging our nation's injustices. Perhaps that will make him fearful. Perhaps it will restore freedom in our land. And so, when Ivan and the others finally summoned up the courage to return, I carried out the deliberate deception. For days we have observed the Colossus through binoculars. We have seen that the statue no longer moves. Will it be motionless from now on? It is as I told you. A power beyond our understanding gave life to the Colossus, to punish those responsible for injustice, tyranny, and oppression. If you change your ways, if you start behaving like civilized men, rather than despotic brutes, the Colossus shall not again come to life. But if you go on perpetuating cruelty and injustice, as in the past, then the Colossus will live again, and seek a vengeance so terrible that your Iron Curtain shall not survive. This is madness. It is. We have seen the statue move. We have seen the destruction it has wrought. What further proof do we need of its intent? Yes, it is clear there is a mighty power judging us. We must do nothing to incur its wrath. And from that day on, the Earth became a better place of which to live. I agree with my Western friend. I don't believe it's too good to be true. It's a miracle. No, the true story of the Colossus has never been made public. Even within the Iron Curtain, only a handful are aware of the incredible facts. To the others, it is just a statue to behold, to marvel at, and to wonder why it's always so closely guarded. Long may you stand, mighty Colossus. For so long as you tower above us, so long will there be justice and peace in our land. Oh look, they left a note. Dear reader, do you prefer full-length stories such as this, or would you like to see more such epics? Write editor Journey into Mystery. Yeah, this was an epic. It's very interesting because there are more stories for the living Colossus, but if he's powered by an alien and the alien is now gone, then it's like, how? I'm gonna have to look into it and see what else this has to offer. I like him a lot, but I gotta give him a 7 out of 10 because he's a great character. The story is great. It had a really great resolution, and it had like perfect visuals. It's kind of almost funny seeing him jump up and start flying and stuff, but it was entertaining. I don't like the alien bit. Like it's too big a stretch for my imagination to imagine that an alien comes from another planet and that alien happens to crash land next to a statue and that alien also happens to have the power to bring statues to life. And it also is a complete leap of logic that if the alien wanted to stay safe, he said he wanted to be safe until his brothers could come pick him up. Well, if he wanted to be safe, then why did he start a fight with all of Russia? It doesn't make any sense. But other than that, you know what? 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I'm giving it 6 out of 10. What do you guys think? What do you give the Living Colossus? Because it's kind of nonsensical, 6 out of 10. But I'm still going to look at the other issues and see if he has anything interesting to say. But for now, that's it for this comic. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, nerds, stay heroic.